She was entombed where a pillow was carved out of one giant emerald. Can you believe that? Pretty stunning, yeah. $49.95 on this next one. Style, quality. You think about that period of Art Deco. And of course, just south of us down in lovely Ocean Drive in Miami is, of course, the Art Deco area. And that tiny little period of life, just how much of an influence it's had. It was a few short years. In so many areas, whether it be architecture, whether it be in this jewelry. But these pieces, please know, for $50, this is just stunning. Because Aquamarine, this is, so that, again, simulated, the Aquamarine, that's the one I'm gonna hold. The white diamond, they've just put it as clear, but clearly it looks like a diamond. So huge stones in here. So you got the Aquamarine, so you got the clear or the simulated Aquamarine, $49.95 for the sake of this. So let me pop this one down here and show you the finish on this. Because in a white gloved, mahogany tabled, beautiful setting of a jewelry store where you've been buzzed in for your appointment, this is the type of styles that you'd be looking at. And if you think about the era when these were worn, that style when this was so in fashion. And the great thing about jewelry, the great thing about fashion in general is that everything is old is new again, comes back in. Like I was saying with the emeralds and the rubies and the sapphires, those simulated stones earlier, this Aquamarine, it's like a Santa Maria Aquamarine, the very best that money can buy. But for us, $49.95. The stone in the center, yeah, 3.65 carat. Really? Yeah, 3.65 carat. So you've got the 9mm round is a 3 carat. Then you've got the design. All the way around, you've got cutouts there, so you've got these, that's, I guess, the slight little showing, very simple, elegant touch of the cutout within the gallery, on the side of the ring, on the shank of the ring, so you can see that depth that the ring brings you. So you've got the white metal. Another thing that I've always said true about when you set up, a jeweler would set up a white stone onto white metal, they have to be so cautious because it opens up what I like to call the soul of the gemstone, because yellow gold, rose gold is darker behind. So if there's any sort of impurities, it doesn't mask it or shadow it, but it does have the opportunity of not necessarily showing it off as much. There's so much to see with this ring. You will find when you wear these that you'll be constantly looking at it. So by setting up a white gemstone, in this case, the white gemstone or white metal, you can look right into it. Again, I encourage us to come right as close as we can. Massive 3 carat. Now, if you've ever been shopping for diamonds, of course we know about the 4 C's. This has got it all. It's got the cut. It's been superbly faceted, you know, because if the pavilion of the stone, meaning the back of the stone, is too shallow or too deep, you don't get that fire that we're seeing here. You don't get the brilliance that you're seeing here. You do not get that refraction of light. It's like a hall of mirrors. But then we've got the color. Now, I don't pretend to be a gemologist, but I've certainly seen millions. You see the colors, right? The yellows and blues, there's that pin fire, because what happens is with this artificial lighting, and light, sunlight, you wait till you see it in sunlight. The white light travels into the stone and then gets broken down, gets refracted into the spectrum. Remember science days? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. That's the white stone. You'll see that refracted out. So you've got the 4 C's. You've got the cut, you've got the clarity. Now clarity, again, I'm not a gemologist, I haven't looked into this, but this is certainly simulating, you know, internally flawless, the best that money can buy. And then color. This is lack of color, right? Color starts at the letter D. D, E, and F is classified as colorless. So that's why I call this like a diff diamond. Then you've got the Aquamarine on the side there. $49.95, your choice right now. If you have the HSN card, your flex pay is less than $10. Even if you don't have the HSN card, it's $12.49 with your shipping and handling. So the Xavier collection, when it comes to Franz Xavier, arrived in the US in the late 1800s, going to Philadelphia to a Centennial Emporium, some sort of great celebration, almost like the World Expo of the day, and saw this opportunity to bring. He actually introduced platinum to the world, or certainly to the American market. Can I show you something just very quickly that's absolutely astounding with this. You're paying now less than $50. Remember, these pieces are taken from the catalogs from the Xavier original collection, under gallery. There's no way in the world you should ever expect an under gallery, that finish in a ring, for $49.95. There's the Aquamarine March's birthstone. They believe the gemstone that was created by the mermaids. In fact, even to this day, they say that lots of people who head out to sea will, you know, who make their money, whether they're fishermen or whatever, will take an amulet of Aquamarine with them. Again, these are created. I absolutely understand that, but just a little bit of legend and lure behind the gemstone. $49.95, stunning. I mean, you've